Hey folks, Ivan here, and today I've got something special. I'm going to be working on the Apollo Saturn rocket that LEGO came out with quite a few years ago now. And I've been wanting this kit for a very long time. It's either been out of stock or I just didn't have the money for it. So now everything came together, and especially for how 2020 has been going for me, it's been a rough year. So, why don't I go back to something that brought me a lot of joy, Lego. So here we go. It's going to be a multi-part series. I'm going to go step by step, going through these, and then I'm not sure how many steps, how many videos this is going to be. But so let's go ahead and get started here. So we got these first round pieces. I'll probably have up on the screen where I'm at in the instructions. And so it's got these two rounds that go right here. Go a little bit further in there. And then this round piece here goes in the middle. There we go. Perfect. And then it wants some of these guys, which I'll put on the screen here in a moment. There's two of them. And there's another two. And then we'll get the kind of like these L 2x4s right there. And then we need some ones, 2x1s. I don't know if these are proper terms. These are what I used to call them as a kid. 2x1s are these ones that they got a little peg here in the middle. And so what we'll do is what I used to do as a kid is I'd put the pieces together like this. When I was doing these sets that had anything that was replicated, so that I could just sandwich them all together. And one thing that I changed as an adult so far, and this started with other projects that I was doing, is using these, some cardboard boxes around. I used to just have it all in the bin or all in the box that it came in, or just all over the floor, and just kind of go around and try to find the piece that I need. So, and that was a wonderful experience for my folks late at night. And, so we'll do that. Let's see, boom, these go in real quick. So, once we have all those in place, we can get to the next spot, which is to put them on the sides here, facing out. Those two pegs on the sides. Not too bad. So, and then we'll go on to the next page, which will probably show a little bit. Okay, so I need some little ones that are white. So just grab those out of the box. There's one more in the corner. So there they are. And they go in these like little one spots right here. They're off in the corner. It kind of reminds me of like when I would play Minecraft. When you were trying to make it, you can't make a circle in Minecraft, but you can try to get as close as possible. And this kind of same premise, these little indents here. All right, so there's that. Those went on pretty quick. And then we've got some sort of white piece. I don't know what to call these because I don't recall having these in any of my kits as a kid. Kind of like a flat, like two flats with two pegs on the side. That's interesting. I wonder if that's something I just don't remember or what. Okay, so we'll go back into this box. We're looking for these, which are like full-size 1x2s. They're stacked too high. And we'll just grab all those guys. Hopefully that's staying in between there. Where's that one guy at? There we go. Sorry if there's tons and tons of background. So again, we're just gonna manufacture these in their individual steps. It's just like that. There we go. There's another one. Here's this guy here. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these guys in. They match up here on the instructions. Those are going to make them kind of weak. I wonder why they're doing that. You would think that you would want to have like a... Unless something's going in here. And I've gotten to that spot. But you would think you'd want to put like just a solid... full-size 2x2s all the way up to just kind of ensure that it doesn't break. Okay, and the next step here seems to be a red. These red ones here, which kind of look like the Oop, I think I hit the mic with my head. Sorry about that. It's kind of weird because the microphone's right above me. Move that slightly. Sorry if that made a noise. Then it needs a 2x1, the 2x1s. There we go. What was the other piece here? It's like a... I don't know what that is. Is it a... No, it's like a... What's a weird piece? Oh, there. Look, this is what it looks like. It's almost like I don't even know what I'd call them, but they used to have little feet on the end here. I always kind of hated them. I liked them and I hated them at the same time because they'd fit like a 1x1 piece, and they'd often be side by side to put like a grate on there. And did I grab? No, I did not grab 4. Take these big pieces out of there because they're just getting in my way. Those side pieces here. There it is. How many more of those are there? Jeez. There's a lot in there. Right. So these, let's start by putting the 1x1 or ones on there. They go here, like that. There we go. Put that up to the side real quick. There we go. I'm not overly impressed with this webcam. It was within the budget, so I went with it. And it is better than the Logitech I had, but not by much. Not by much at all. Now, wait a minute. Why would they... Yeah, it shows that it does have... I don't know if that comes through or not, but it's not flush at all. Wonder why they did that. Hopefully it'll become clear later on. There's a lot of things like when I used to play Legos that made more sense than they do now. I don't know why. Let's see here. And then these go... Oh, these go on those ones. Oh, so this is how we're getting that round shape. Or they're pegs. Okay, I see. It still doesn't make sense to me as to why we're doing that. Maybe because if they'd made it all out of this stuff that they couldn't justify the price. I don't know. Ooh, that sounds like a negative Nancy talk right there. Alright. So, and then next page, it wants me to pretty much build this stuff, so. Oop. Yeah, that piece fell off. Put that back in there. need that gray piece here. I think. Or did I mess this up? No, it says it goes right here. Come on, you get in there. Do that first. There we go. Do the next one. There we go. All right, we did those. That's good. I'll to go on to the next page here. All right, so we're doing these white pieces again, which are like the flats. They have the goofy ends on them, just like that. We'll put this off to the side, and then it needs a, what is that? It's a 2x6. It looks like this piece is not the right piece. This is the right piece. 2x6, right? Yep, that's 6. Perfect. And we'll put that across, and that's supposed to go kind of brace this. So we'll do those first, because then that makes sure that these kind of stay in place, and then we'll add the white ones. They didn't really specify which order to do it, but that's the order I'm doing them in. Right. I was thinking they might do a cross space here, but they didn't. Interesting. Yeah, you can see that there. Because of how goofy they're trying to make it, set these things up. Yeah. Okay. This is something I'm going to have to be very careful with when I get to the point where I'm going to display this. 'Cause it definitely feels delicate. Alright. Got some more. These kind of remind me of the seats. Just a little bit. Got more of these 2x1s going in these side things. And I believe I used to use these for something. In a base, a Lego base. Now, mind you, when I was playing Legos, there was the it was like a green alien. Well, first space thing was ice miners or something like that. And had a few of those. I really enjoyed those, and I was always losing those orange skis that came with them. And always maintained that if they just kept recycling those every, say, 5 years or so, they wouldn't necessarily have to make a bunch of Legos kits. They could just resell the same kits over and over again, you know, as the kids age out. Also, that would feed into my I want to relive my childhood a little bit. So, okay, the next thing is we're gonna. Why would they go with these? Interesting that they went with these pieces. You think you'd just go with grays or something like that. Interesting indeed. So these have they go here in these corners, which don't seem to want to fit. Interesting. They are like that. Okay. Sorry if that comes off screen. Sometimes I gotta look at it a little bit closer. Soon enough, I'll need some of those magnifying glasses to see anything. Dang it. Alright, so the next thing is this black cap. And this brown piece, which for some reason's got a mark on it. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if they were just changing out the mold and that just so happened. This, nothing special about it. Goes right in the middle. Yep, that's the middle. Alright. Just double checking to make sure I've got all my work. Alright, now I need some 2x1s, flats. And they want the 2x1s. Oh, just needed 2 of them. Is there any distinguishing factors for those? On the gray pieces. Okay, so these are to go on the grays here. Right here like this. We'll do that on this side. Alright. Then there is a very long piece here. It looks like... I'm just going to grab the gray pieces I have in here. See if there's any length difference. No, they are all the same. Okay, so we're just going to set those two off to the side. And we're going to grab the blue pieces here. These 1x8s. Yeah, 1x8s. Flats. 1x8 flats. And... according to the picture, if I were to face it the exact way that it's shown in the picture, it's like that. Alright. Like that. And these go here with one extra peg above that. Okay, was that look that great? Let me end up returning that. Yeah, well. Still better than the 720. When I originally set this up, I'd spent an hour configuring it, and then I got to looking at the video, and boy, was it grainy, to say the least. Okay. So the next thing we need is these tan pieces. And these go on here like this. And then there's some black and white smooth pieces. There we go. There's 2. There's another one. I want. And there's another one. Okay, cool. And then if we were to set this exactly the way they show it, it's like this. Then we go to the next one. Like so. And these go on the sides. Like so. Alright. Still wish this was some more alignment. Oh well. Oh. Right, so far so good. And it doesn't feel like it's gonna break anymore. Which is good. I like when things don't feel like they're gonna break. Alright, now we're on to more of these red pieces. They really love these red pieces, don't they? And an old familiar, which is this piece here. Which is it's a full-size 2x2. And then we need those ones like this. So essentially we're making a little let's see here. 1, 2, 5-way pegged 4x4. Okay. And then the red pieces get covered in a 2x1 flat. Just like that. It was not meant to be a rhyme, but that was. Oops. There we go. And then I need to have... I'm not sure what to call those pieces. They got like little like hands, but they're taking the place of a peg. I used to have things like that, but they were like a 1x1 with a hand that would grab that. And it would, it's a 1x1 with a hand coming out the top. And those were for like usually torches or something like that, if I remember right. And I need, oh, we're supposed to cover the whole thing in 1x1s. Okay. Oops. And there I go dropping one. So let's move this guy up there for a minute. So this is me skipping steps like I shouldn't do. My younger self would be yelling at me for that. Like, how could you do that? It was right there. Oh well. There we go. Oop. And it wants to come off. I do not recall things like wanting to. They all go. Yeah, they all go the same. If I'm looking, yeah, that's exactly how I've got them. Okay. Right. There we go, and then we go the opposite direction. What a weird thing. People get paid to do this stuff. Design these all day long. Good for them. They have achieved their dream. All right. There we go. Oops. So anyways, going back to... So, one of my first earliest Legos were the little ice miners. And then it was the pirates, and I loved the pirates. There was one pirate in particular I coveted. He had a peg leg. He had the black shirt, a eye patch, and a hook hand. I loved that thing. I loved it. Alright, so, and then we take a, should be another 2x2 on there. And, not gonna lie, several times I've been tempted just to grab, or like buy that as an individual, space guy, or, Lego, because that was my favorite. That and the red-bodied, black-faced android, which had the little body. I used to love that one. That was something I would try to incorporate in all my play times, even if it didn't fit. Oh, it's a pirate story. Well, we're gonna try to put that guy in there somehow. All right, so got all those, and then this goes. It doesn't matter. Goes just like this. Oh, if I can get it on there. And then I immediately pull the other black piece off. Okay. Interesting. So it now looks like this. I'll go on to the next page here. Did I skip a spot? No? Wait a minute. Oh, it's just showing what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, so we need this guy, and then we need the kind of goldish. Not gold, but I mean like it's like a, they call it gold, but it's like more of a cream color. But anyways. I saw that on the zombie cover. Good movie. Not movie. Music video by shoot, something Wolves, but it was originally made by the Cranberries, if I remember right. Really liked it. So put that in here. These green pieces. Just copying what's on there. So now when I got into the pirates, a friend of, at the same time came out the cannibals. Although I'm not sure if they were actually cannibals or just tribal people. Islanders. I think that's the proper term that they used for them. And those guys were cool. I mean, they had big masks and so on. I didn't have too many of their sets, but I had a lot of the pirates Legos. Another friend of mine had a lot of those. And at one point in time, I had one of those Lego pirate ships, and it had two halves to it, and I think there was a center section as well. And I lost the front half, and I lost the center section, and I have no idea where those ever went. I always looked for them for years and years and years and years, and just never found them. I don't know if, but at one point in time, that ship was all together, and I had a lot of fun with it. And around that time, I also had a little bit of the Knights, the original Knights, and original to the 90s Knights, which were fun. They came with the little skeletons and the ghosts. I think I had like one ghost, but every time I had the skeletons, I always lose the dang parts. So we're going back to the chair blues. I really like this setup, don't they? I'd be interested to see if this is like a standard setup for some particular person in their network to utilize this method. Because they use it consistently through this build so far. Alright, cool. And then we go back to doing the corners, which I don't like. Just go in the middle. Now let's see here. After the pirates and after, so after the ice and after the pirates and after the medieval, came the kind of like along the same lines as the space people, but they're like a red, black and red faction. And then what else? And then came the green aliens, which were fun. And I may be mixing these up in my timeline. You gotta remember, I was single digits kid at that point. Okay, and then we're going back to the alternating things. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. This was not this is not my favorite part. I keep having to, I kept these out of the reach of my cats, and then somehow I still keep getting hairs. Alright, there we go. There we go. And then one more, which would be gray. There we go. Nope. Done drop that. We'll put this piece on first. Which I have a feeling like they should have made the instructions do that first, kind of. Because then it lines that up better than trying to line up all that. I don't know. Now we need 2 more blue pieces. And this side doesn't matter which angle, because this is all symmetrical at this point. And then there's a long piece here. I'm not even going to count that. I'm sure that says it somewhere. I feel like they used to, on the kits, they used to number these. in the instructions. And so, and then, oh, we're doing one of my favorite things to do. Wait a minute, I messed that up. No, I didn't. Did I? No. Okay. Do that. And that. And my favorite things to do were, like, if I needed to do a crossbeam like this, was to build this up so it was flush. And then snap it into place. That would help keep that from falling apart. In fact, we'll just take that out and kind of compress that. That's what I would normally do. Nope. And immediately do the undo that because I could. All right, so what's next? Oh, more of these pieces here. There's those ones. And then we're getting to the end of this episode. Like I said, I'm going to do these in sections. And maybe or maybe not, I'll have a better webcam and try to angle it closer to me, which is over here, because I want to build right here where my hands are, not necessarily here. And so far so good. Not the greatest. It said it was what, 4K. Yeah, right. That's 4K. I won the election. It was a secret ballot that nobody knew about. All hail King Ivan. Right. So, and then we do it again. Do these? Okay, so these do retain their colors all the way up. Interesting. All right. And these, I believe, are going to be easier to do because we're not trying to put that on a peg. Okay. Like down here, where we're trying to line that up. Boy, is that a nightmare. Who had to figure that one out, I wonder? It's like, no, honey, I can't eat dinner tonight. I have to figure out how to put the damn thing. Ooh. I usually don't cuss in my videos. Oh, well. That's 2020 for you, folks. Alright, so we're doing these goofy, yeah, and, like, okay, so these things here, and they don't really, unfortunately, this video really is not great. So these would be indented, okay? And then there'd be a little lip here at the very bottom where the inputs would be. And usually you would cover this up with like a flat piece like this here, or like a grate piece to make some cosmetics. So this one's a little weird on me. There we go. There's the other ones here. Alright, like that. Then we get this round piece here. And this round piece goes where? Like that. Boom. Okay, and then we're to... Oh, I skipped a step. Again, younger self is going to yell at me for this. Alright, so how do I do this? Because this... Okay, so the side that's blue up here is to get these cross beams. Okay, just like that. Just like that. And then the opposite corners where the blues are on the bottom, get these guys. There we go. And then, for some reason, instead of doing another cross beam, we're just going to put this in here. I wonder why we didn't do a cross beam. You'd think you'd want to try to stabilize this as much as possible. I mean, these aren't meant to come apart like flaring. And then I'm to put that on top of that. This goes on here. Okay. Well, why didn't you just make me build that separate? Oh, wait. Gotta change that. Flip it. Alright, there we go. So it goes like this. This looks a lot like one of my Kerbal Space failures. It's just a game I don't want to talk about right now. Alright, so next up would be, it's bag 2, and it's going to be putting the flaring on the side here, but that's going to be next episode. I did a lot of work with this, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this off and set these in the box and hide these from my cats because they will destroy these otherwise. So, there we go. Those are the two things done. Let me know in the comments what you think about this so far. They gave me 2 extra pieces. How nice of them. We'll continue this later, but my goal is to do these like once a night or once every other night until I'm finished with this. There's quite a few pages here, so now I'm gonna I should edit this, but I'm not. I'm gonna get to it later on. But I mean, the reason I decided to go and get a Lego is because Legos are from a happier time in my life. It was the 90s. I was a kid. Everything was wonderful. The world was not a scary place. I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't have to worry about a virus. I didn't have to worry about elections, money, house, cars, anything. All I had to worry about was what I wanted to build next and what kind of story I could build with this. And that was my favorite part about Legos, is that, and what I hope comes across in my videos is that when I'm building, I like to tell a story. What was the story here? So I hope you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think this camera really sucks like I do, let me know in the comments, because boy, this is not a 4K camera, I'm telling you that much for free. Alright. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.